to the Ruth Loves to Knit podcast. I'm Ruth and I love to knit. You're very, very welcome here today. This is not a podcast. I said in my last podcast that I was taking a wee break, and I am, but I have some winners to announce, so that's why I'm here today. Terrible lighting, I'm sitting in my comfy chair, but we're going to get on with it. It is Friday the 25th of April 2025, and so if you had any doubt why I need to take a break from podcasting, we can see it already. And I'm coming to you as always from my little craft room in southwest Devon, almost into Cornwall. Anyway, we're here today to announce 3 giveaways. Yes. I announced a load of giveaways in my last podcast, and one person hasn't claimed. Now it's I think it's over 3 weeks since I last did a podcast, so I think I can easily name a new person. But I realised this morning that I was well ahead of myself, and I already have it in the mailer ready to post, and I already have it wrapped in tissue paper ready to post. So you're just going to have to go back and look at my last podcast or even the one before to see what you're getting. You have to just trust me. Now I'll put the pictures of who's won up here because this one I don't want to get it wrong, and I think it's always just good to see it on the screen, isn't it? So the winner of the gift away from back a few podcasts ago, I've re-picked. I gave away five things in my last one, and this is the only outstanding one, but as I say, I think I've given plenty of time for the person to watch, and so we're moving on. And it's, I think I'm going to say Julia Podi 2056. If I've got that completely wrong, I apologise, and I'll put it on the screen. I have seen you comment on some quite a few podcasts, so I'm glad you've been picked, and that'll wing its way to you if you get in touch with me. Please get in touch with me on ruthlovestoknit@gmail.com. I find I miss things otherwise, and just all I need is your address and I'll get that sent out to you as soon as possible. Okay, so that's the outstanding gift away. Then the mega wonderful gift away is, of course, my lovely friends at Babylon Leather, the DIY leather bag company, gave me a bag, and I asked if I could do it as a giveaway, and they very graciously said yes. I have no project on this one at the minute, but you know, I've shown it don't know how many times. This is peacock blue, which isn't going to show, but anyway, they sent me this. This is gifted. I want to clearly say that's gifted, and this is a Picatinny bag, and it does have the that should go through there, but I just took it out so I could put a project in it, and that's it. And every bit of stitching you see there, bottom, the wee bits here, I did that. Now all the holes are pre-punched. It's not as impressive as it sounds, but they give me this beautiful bag, and I use it all the time. It's probably one of my favourite things, and the smell of leather is incredible. And they gave me another one. Now I'm hoping that I can put pictures up here. If not, go back to my last podcast and you'll see I put pictures of the bag I chose for you. It's a lovely big bag that you could easily put a project in, and my question was, what would you use your bag for? And lots of lovely people said they would give it away to either their daughter, their mum, their cousin, their aunt, their sister, whatever. But I randomly chose a winner. Just to remind you, because they have been absolutely wonderful to me, I ordered the caramel bag for you. It all comes in this. Oh, you can see it's quite not too bad. They've sent the little bag charms, which are also leather. They've sent a little twilly. You get all of the bits and pieces you need, from cutters to thread, everything, and then of course the bag. Now I'm not going to take it out. I haven't taken anything out, but it's a lovely brown, typical leather bag colour. And I hopefully am putting pictures through here as I'm showing it, and then you get a QR code to to watch a video of how to do it. But actually, once you get into it, it really isn't too bad. As I said before, it's the epitome of slow stitching. You can't rush it. But look at the finished project. Absolutely gorgeous. The smell of leather is amazing. The detail is amazing, and I absolutely love it. Now this one is, the one I've been showing you is a Babylon zip top tote bag DIY leather bag kit, and I hope you'll love it. Now thank you to all those who've bought bags. I have a code, Ruth. They nearly always have quite impressive discounts, but with my code Ruth you can add another 5%. And if you use my code Ruth, I get a little bit of commission, which I send to Lamb Hospital in Bangladesh. Totally transparent. They've already sent me some. I was able to send off £145 to the hospital, and no questions asked from them. They just sent it to me, and already a few of you bought from the last time I showed the bag. They're worldwide shipping. They're the nicest company I've ever worked with, and it's just something different. Yes, you could buy a bag that's already made, but I think for the person who has everything, I know of a few of them in my life, it is absolutely a considered purchase. But I know people love to spoil at Mother's Day. I think American Mother's Day is coming up. Love to spoil at birthdays, and I think this would be just an amazing way to spoil. And also, I get a little bit of money to send off to Bangladesh. So it's, in my opinion, it's a win-win. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm not telling you should spend your money. The options are there. Now, who's won it? And I've done all these just with a random comment picker, and the winner of the bag is Lorna Reid K3Z. So Lorna Reid K3Z, and this was obviously just for UK viewers, because it's a sturdy enough size and weight that I didn't want to have to pay the money. But as I say, the company itself sends free worldwide, and they deal with, as far as I know, all of the things that are going on in the world at the moment where you have to pay customs and other things. We'll not discuss that. And they deal with all of that. It came really quickly. The company is in Poland. And even when I emailed them, they emailed back very quickly. They couldn't be better, and I wouldn't recommend something that I didn't think was great. So Lorna Reid, please get in touch with me, and I will get that away to you as soon as possible. Put it down there, and then the goodies just keep coming even. I was up in Edinburgh with my family just before Easter, and the weather before we went was just amazing. It was like we had summer, which often happens. We get this false sense of security, and then it all goes away. And I think while we were away, it was torrential rain. There is a reason for this story. And when I got back, we have a box at the front of our house that we put out there during COVID for the postman to put parcels and letters and stuff in it. And we just kept it there, and he knows he can put things in there. But this came with a courier, and it was a big box, and it was soaked. It was absolutely soaked. I went to lift the box up, and the whole box fell apart. But thankfully what was inside was in plastic. And funny story, I have a lovely brother. He's older than me. He lives in Northern Ireland. Stephen does not watch, obviously. But he is an avid football fan, and he often has friends over to his house to watch football. And one night he rang me, and I know not to contact him during a Liverpool game. And I presume the way Liverpool's going at the moment, they're probably all very happy. But he sent a message to me and said, I have a friend here who works for a knitting supply company. And Stephen has known him for about 10 years and has never mentioned that I knit and I have a knitting podcast. Obviously, I'm not the top of the agenda during the football, but anyway. And this lovely guy, Ian, got in touch with me, and he works for Groves. Many of you would know that Groves supplies knitting shops in the UK, and he works in the UK, in Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland, I think. And he got in touch with me, and then his boss got in touch with me and wanted to know would I like to be an ambassador for them. Now, I didn't really know what that meant, but and I'm going to be truly transparent, they sent me a small set, 4 interchangeable needles. I'm not going to say the make, I'm not going to say the name, but they were awful. And I wrote back and said I wouldn't recommend these. It's just something in their stock. They don't necessarily recommend them either. But what was in the big box? They didn't tell me it was coming, otherwise I would have told them I was away. It's not something, it's brilliant, but it's not something I would use. So I thought, I will give this away to my viewers. So I just picked a name out of somebody who had already gone in for the leather bag. So I hope you won't be disappointed, but I think it's a great bag. If it's not the sort of thing you would use, I'm sure you know somebody who could use it. And it's from the Groves gift line. And this is it. Look at this. Look at the size of it. I think you can see. It's covered in bees. I know many of you love bees. It is a backpack. Lovely padded backpack. It has a notions pouch attached. Quite a big one, actually. And it's a kind of a, thankfully, it was in plastic, but it's like a waterproof, it reminds me of a nappy bag, to be honest. It's got like a waterproof, really sturdy coating. On the front, it's got a pocket, a zip pocket. Oh my goodness, look, put all your needles and see-through, really, really good, look. Whether you're a crocheter or a knitter, I think it would be brilliant. It's called, I'm going to zip this up. It's called a knit and yarn backpack by the Sew Group, and it's a Hobby Gifts. But there's more. So the two handles go together, so you can use it as a just with the handle as well. Oh, I'm having a hot flush. Never mind. And it's got two zips here. But this is like a frame, like a doctor's bag frame, so it sits out and stays out. Doesn't flop, you know, as I flop it. Sits out, and look at that. And then inside, look at the compartments. Now, I first thought, oh, you put baby bottles in it, and plenty of mums who knit. It's a good sturdy, like it's really a wide sturdy bottom. Look at that. Inside again, there's elastic bits that you can secure. Am I going to get this right? You can secure your needles. All of this is compartmentalized, so you can put your balls of wool in them. And it would be particularly good, I think, for the big shop balls of wool, you know, the big sturdy ones as well. It's got pockets inside, and it's all waterproof, or, well, I wouldn't want to throw it in the river, like, but, you know, water resistant probably. Like the way you would get it inside makeup bag or a wash bag. It's not heavy, light as a feather, and with the two zips, you could put them halfway and have all your stuff in, and let the yarn be trailing out. I just think it's really good. But oh, it's even got a pocket here. Look, it goes the whole way down. Look at that. Whole way down. It really is a great thing, but if I go out and about, I take a sock. I don't travel very often. Even when we went up to Edinburgh, I was only on hand luggage, and I just don't think I would use it for what it really could be used for. I mean, there's a side pocket. It just goes on and on, which is elasticated, so you can put whatever you want in it. And then there's the zipped pocket here. I'm only discovering things now. Maybe I want to keep it after all. Let me see what's in here. Oh, look at this. Look. Do you know what? You could use it to store all your needles at home even. Look at that. And then a clear zip pocket there. I think that is brilliant. Now, they supply this to knitting shops, obviously. So if you want one, go to your local. Groves doesn't sell direct. It's a wholesale. If you want one, go and see your knitting shop owner, your local yarn store, whatever. Obviously, Groves is as far as I know, it's a British company. Talking to my local yarn shop owner, Laura, who runs Dartmoor Yarns, formerly the Woolly Beater. She gets a lot of her stuff from there, needles and her tape measures and all that sort of stuff. But I just think that's brilliant. Sorry if I've gone on a bit about it, but they did send it to me. I did feel that I wanted to say some good things about it. This is all extendable. Really brilliant. And the wee bees. Sure, it's lovely. And it's like a creamy grey, but definitely there would be nothing get through that, no rain would get through that. I just think it's brilliant. See the size of it. You could pop it on your back and away you go. I just love it. Anyway, the person who the computer picked out to win it is, and I've just lost it, is Amanda Fox 5898. Amanda Fox 5898. I've put down the bee bag. And I just think it's brilliant. So thank you, Groves, who sent this to me. Now, I didn't know it was coming, otherwise I probably would have said don't send it because I'm taking a wee bit of a break. But I just think it's brilliant. Look at that. So I hope, Amanda, I hope you like it. I hope you know somebody in your life who could make use of it. And for all those winners, please get in touch with me. I'm looking at the wrong place because I'm in a different position than I normally am. All those winners, please get in touch with me on... Oh, the wee sachet's fallen out of it too. The thought of everything. I'll put that back in. Get in touch with me on ruthlovestoknit@gmail.com. I think that's everything. Thank you for all of the lovely messages that so many of you have sent me about you'll miss me. I'm not dying. I'll be back at some point. I just need a wee break through the summer. I don't think as many people knit anyway, and yeah, just we have three students now coming from the Bible College. For those of you who don't know, we work for a Christian mission, and we have a Bible college up in Edinburgh, and for their placements, 3 are coming down here. So this room I'm in has to be gutted to put beds in it, or at least mattresses, and they're here for 2 weeks. So that's in the middle of it all. My son's doing exams. There's just a lot going on, and I just thought getting knitting content in the middle of that is going to be a bit of a nightmare. But as I said before in my last podcast, I'm heading to Flock in just a few weeks' time. So if you're going there, come and say hello. I'm not doing the podcast meetup, although lots of my favourite podcasters are. So you might see me there anyway when I go to meet them. Twin Set and Pearl are doing it. Wool and Wishes are doing it. Country Bumps is doing it. That was silly to start that because I won't remember them all, but it's all on the Big Flock website and the Big Flock Instagram page, so I'm really looking forward to that. Although I did do some damage to the money I'd saved for Big Flock in Edinburgh when we were up there. I went to Ginger Twist and I went to Kathy's Knits and I did buy some yarn. Oh, look at this. This is some of what I bought in Ginger Twist. Look at that. Now it'll not show up. That's not showing up. Or maybe shouldn't have even started. No, the lighting's too bad today. This is Garthenor Organic Snowdonia Hebridean wool, and it is the colour of my daughter's hair. So that's not. She saw it straight away. Shade is Ember. No, it's just showing up orange. I'll see if I can get a photograph, and if I can, I'll put it up. But it's all heathered and barber poled, and it's as soft can be. What's in it? 90% Romney, 10% Hebridean, and there's 200 meters per 50 grams. So this is going to probably be a one skein shawl. I wish I could get it in, but I stupidly sat here because I couldn't be bothered sorting out behind you to be able to. But it's Garthenor Organic. I'm just loving the botanically dyed, the non-nylon yarn. I still use nylon yarn for socks, but I'm really, if I'm buying yarn, I'm really getting away from nylon. I'm loving the botanically dyed. Obviously it's dearer, so you have to save up for it. It's a special occasion. I did get some JC Rennie. I absolutely love JC Rennie. That when we lived up in Peterhead, the mill was just in the next town, and I went several times, so that was very nostalgic to be able to get some JC Rennie in Kathy's Knits. She was great. She was really helpful and was able to get me a sweaters quantity in the right dye lot, and was really particular about that. I was kind of like, oh, it'll be fine, I'll just helical knit, but she really went above and beyond to try and get me the same dye lots. So that was a lovely wee trip. I didn't plan on going to the wool shops because we weren't there for they're not open on the Monday and Tuesday, and we were only there to the Friday, and we had meetings nearly all the time, but it stopped raining and we weren't getting our flight back to 7 p.m. and I said to my daughter, do you want to go in? And between Kathy's Knits and Ginger Twist, we can get a bus right into Princess Street from where we stay, and Kathy's Knits is very handy to it. Ginger Twist is probably about 15, maybe 20 minute walk, but a bit of a walk, especially if it's raining. But her favourite bookshop is right in the middle of the two, so I didn't have to persuade her too much. Toppings is her favourite place, and she was able to go there, and I sat and knit in a corner while she looked in awe at all the books. So both of us were happy. We got a bit wet, but that's Edinburgh, and we came home tired, happy, refreshed, with fellowship, and had a lovely Easter. So hope you all had a lovely Easter too. Right, I've really waffled 20 minutes, so I'm taking a break. I'm not saying goodbye. Please get in touch with me for these goodies. I'm sure there'll be more at some point too, but I've told everybody, lots of people have got in touch with me recently. I don't know whether I'm some sort of algorithm or this company who gave me this chair got in touch with me again. But I have just told them all I'm just taking a wee break at the moment. So thank you for bearing with me today. Thank you for always bearing with me. You're so lovely. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the emails, and I will see you soon. All right. God bless till then. Bye.